Thank you, Rucha. It's really a pleasure to be here. But, we are at a birthday party. So I have not come as Kavita Ramdas, former CEO of Global Fund for Women. I have come as an auntie. I have come as an auntie to a very important birthday party. For those of us who grew up in the developing world, turning 5 is the difference between life and death. This is a birthday that is celebrated when you have passed that very important critical deadline, which means that your child, the one you bore, the one you fed, the one you watched play, the one you cleaned up after, has made it to an age when you are likely, just this much more likely, to see her grow to be a young woman. And so, if you come to a birthday party, I hope you are ready with your presents for this birthday child. Because in India, we don't go anywhere to no birthday parties without our presents for that beautiful birthday child. I can say a lot about what it means to be at this celebration today. I can say a lot about how much we have learned or failed to learn from what we have seen around us, and how much disrespect we have shown our mother, on whose earth we step every morning. There are parts of India where you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is you bend down and you just touch the ground and you say, Mother Earth, excuse me, I'll be walking on you all day today. We have forgotten how to do that. We don't even think about what we take for granted every day. We have so much here. We look out on this beautiful bridge and this earth and these incredible things that we eat, this wonderful organic food that those of us who sit in San Francisco, have become spoiled, literally spoiled by. I was in Atlanta the other day and I asked for a salad and half a iceberg lettuce came with a dollop of mayonnaise on top. And I said very weakly, I was wondering if maybe I could have an arugula salad. And this lady puts her hands on her hips like this and she looks at me and said, honey, this is a regular salad. So we are very, very spoilt here in the Bay Area. And we are spoilt in the joys of the food we eat and the gifts of people around us who share our opinions. And, we feel this air of comfort with that because, we are all here reinforcing each other's kind of good intentions and our, sense that we're doing the right thing in the world. But it doesn't take much. A trip to Atlanta, or earlier this February, more soberingly, a trip to Alabama, in which young women who are going to university in a place called Tuscaloosa that was just actually hit by another very, freak accident of tornadoes, said to me that in their churches, they listen to their Baptist preachers tell them that it is girls who are responsible for the impure thoughts of men, that it is girls who should cover up their bellies, buttocks, and breasts so that they don't incite thoughts that are impure in men. How strange it was to go to that culture after having come from a part of the world that we are all very used to dismissing as being culturally different and how badly they treat women. I was in Pakistan in January, and I had gone as one of my last assignments. I've had the privilege, as Rucha said, of leading this wonderful team, so many of whom are here. The Global Fund for Women, give them a shout out, please. I had gone to Pakistan to look at the incredible impact of the floods that had wiped out so many homes and destroyed so many lives. And the day that I reached Pakistan, a governor was murdered for having spoken out on behalf of a young Christian woman who had been imprisoned and sentenced to death because she had been accused of blaspheming against the Prophet Muhammad. If we think that there are no differences, and if we think that the issues of floods are not related to the issues of religion, and if we think that what happens in Alabama has no bearing on what happens in Pakistan, then we are not yet part of WEA. WEA is a way for us to understand really we are this earth. We are this people. We are one group of people who have to make a difference in this world. We are not people from United States or from Ghana or from India or from some other place. We have one mother, and she has born all of us, and she is not interested in making these distinctions. And I think what is so moving for me about the work that I have been very privileged to see in my 14 years at the Global Fund, and that I see again being born in this wonderful organization that has just turned 5, is this incredible sense of not giving up on our mother, of not saying, we are sorry you're hurting, we are sorry that you're sick, but you know, we're just going to put you in an old people's home and we'll come and visit now and again. No, we cannot do that, because, you see, we are still drinking from her milk. She is still feeding us. And she needs to be alive and whole and well. And the incredible thing is that people around the world, the people who have the least in many ways, who don't get to eat arugula, or organic anything, because they've always been growing things organically before, you know, we decided to tell them that that was the wrong way to grow food. And they were always carrying their vegetables home in a cloth bag until we decided to inundate them with plastic. So, you know, now we are learning back from them. But I guess I thought about what WEA means for me and why it is so important for us to meet this $150,000 pledge right now when these events of this week happened. The most powerful man who Paul mentioned, director of the IMF, is brought down to earth by what? A young Guinean woman who wears a headscarf, who is an immigrant to this country, who is cleaning a hotel room that is a hotel room she can never dream of living in. It's a $3,000 a night hotel room. But she had the courage to say, this happened to me. This is not okay. Someone has to do something about this violation. And if we can take her example, and if we can have the courage to speak out about the rape that is happening to our mother in front of our eyes, and if we don't know what else to do and how to address that feeling that you know each of you has when you read something like that and you think, oh, I wish there was something I could do. And people used to always say to me at the Global Fund, but you know, I don't want to just write a check. Let me tell you. Very good way to make a difference in the world.